Hi, this is Phyllis Wilson with my daily moments, and today's daily moment, or what I was thinking about, is silent tears. What exactly does that mean, or what are silent tears? Silent tears are when someone has this whole, oh, everything is wonderful, life is great, in the midst and in front of everybody else. And they're going through the day or through their day as if everything is fine, when in actuality, they're suffering in silence. And they wait to the end of the day, when night falls, when the children are put to bed, when all their responsibilities are taken care of for their day, and they find their place, their hiding corner, their spot, and they cry. They weep for the pain that they feel internally, not necessarily physically, but the pain that they feel because they're not where they want to be, because their life isn't what they thought it should be or what it would look like at this age of their life or this stage in their life. They're disappointed with how things have turned out, and they're silently crying, and they feel that no one hears them. But I hear you. I hear your pain. I hear the struggle. I see the struggle. And it's time that we get you to a place of not feeling like the silent tears are necessary. How do you do that? You tell the people that need to know how you're really feeling, where you stand. And for some, these silent tears have overtaken you so much to where you've become in a state of depression. You have become suicidal. You have become a victim. Even when there is no reason for you to be a victim, you have labeled yourself and made your existence be that of a victim. And so I hear those tears. They're not silent. They may be silent to some people that are around you because their focus is what you represent when they see you. But they don't really know, in the recesses of your mind, in the recesses of your heart, in the recesses of your everyday life, there's some form of suffering that you feel. There is some aspect of you that is missing something. And they're not understanding that something's missing in your world and in your life because you have shielded them from seeing the true you and the suffering that you're encountering. Those silent tears are not silent to those who have sensitive ears, to those who can recognize those characteristics of someone that's hiding those silent tears. While all the while, you're spending your nights not being happy. You're spending your nights not feeling a sense of peace. You're spending your nights, your afternoons, your evenings not embracing all that life has to offer, but instead you're retreating and reserving and closing yourself in to a life or an evening of feeling stagnant, of feeling unworthy, of very low self esteem, of feeling like you're not good enough. But you are good enough, you are worthy. But I can say that, and others can say that until they're blue in the face, until you recognize that about you, until you see that you have some control over who you are, until you realize and recognize that you have control over what your life looks like, who's involved in your life, and how involved in your life you yourself want to be. Those silent tears will continue until you realize, stop shedding tears of being in despair and shed tears of joy because you recognize that a shift and a turn has to take place for you to be happy. And what does happiness look like? Whatever you say it should be, whatever you desire it to be, and take the action steps. Do what's necessary for you to change those silent tears into tears of joy that everyone can see and everyone can hear. But first, get to the root of what's causing those silent tears. And that's what made me write that book, Silent Tears, because I have heard so many of the tears. I have seen the sacrifices that others have made. Now, I can't say that I'm psychic because I'm not. I can't say that I'm clairvoyant because I'm not. What I can tell you is my spirit is so sensitive to where I recognize, even if I don't know your face, I've seen your face. Even if I don't know your name, even if we've never physically met each other, I can see you in the recesses of your home. I can see you sitting on the couch. I can see you sitting at the dining room table with a notepad and you're crying profusely because these silent tears that you have been shedding, some of them for years, some of them for weeks, some of them for months, and some people have started to increase in shedding these silent tears over what the current circumstances is of life. And we're all experiencing that. How you handle it is what makes the difference. How do you change what's causing those tears that are silent to flow? That's what makes the difference. But I've seen you. I hear you, and I hear you loudly. Even if the ones that are close to you don't see it and don't recognize it. I might not even know you or be close enough to you for me to call you by name. But my heart goes out to you because I've been there. I've done that. As a single parent living on the north side of Chicago, where our dressers were the orange milk crates that you get at the grocery store. I made furniture with those crates. So I've been there. I've seen that. I know what it looks like. I know. And that's probably why my ears are so sensitive to the silent tears, because I've shed them a many a night. Even when my son went to bed, maybe he ate, but maybe I didn't, because there wasn't enough for both of us to eat. But I've shed those silent tears. I see you, I hear you, and I care. And know that you're not alone. So let's think about and figure out how we can silence the silent tears.